So I am African. I know I don't meet any of the stereotypes. I'm white. I'm miserable. I'm punctual. Also, I've clearly never been affected by any of the famines that the African continent has experienced. In fact, when I was growing up, I was told to finish all the food on my plate because there were starving children in Canada. So growing up in South Africa, we had servants. Not because we were rich, but because we were white. So to get over my white guilt, I decided a few years ago I would go and volunteer in a developing country. So I was sent to Jamaica for an 18-month assignment. Jamaica, yeah man. Tropical island, all the mangoes and bananas you can eat. Happy-go-lucky people on a permanent ganja high. Sounds amazing, right? No, man. No amount of crystal blue water, delicious tropical fruits, or cigar-sized spliffs can make up for the fact that it is so fucking hot. 18 months is a long time to be in a permanent schwitz. But at least now I'm ready for menopause. So a few months ago, I was diagnosed with sleep apnea. So that's where you stop breathing while you sleep, and then you wake up gasping for air. So the sleep expert tells me I must get one of those CPAP machines. And he said, you know, the new technology, the machines are small and silent. Sounds just like my ex. Anyway, I agree to get the machine. And it may be smaller, but it's still taking up precious space on my nightstand that is usually reserved for Barney, my giant purple massager. So fortunately, I don't need the full Hannibal Lecter mask, but what I need is not really much better. I have a problem. Oy vey. I'm Miss Piggy with a trunk. At first, I found the sound of it quite soothing, of the machine, like a gentle breathing of my long-awaited soulmate sleeping peacefully next to me. But in the dead of night, it's the labored wheezing of a decrepit old man with emphysema. Actually, by the time I meet my soulmate, that's probably what he'll sound like. But this trunk, this isn't the end of the story. This attaches to a 4-foot hose from here to the machine, which comes with a strangulation warning. Fortunately, that's not a problem because I sleep so heavily with the machine that I don't move. In fact, I wake up with such excruciating back pain, I wish I had been strangled by the hose. So I work in human resources, which is highly ironic because I don't like people at all. But in HR, I have to listen to them all day, bitch and moan. My manager won't give me a day off. I don't care. My workmate's got bad breath. I don't care. The VP's sleeping with his assistant and his girlfriend found out. I don't fucking care. She can have my boyfriend. He's a giant dick. So obviously I'm recently single. How come when people say they're recently engaged or married, they get applause? But when I say I'm recently single, I just get looks of pity. Or maybe that's envy. So I've done a fair amount of dating. And usually I'm 100% sure that there will not be a second date. because the guy orders 6 beers and then forgets his wallet at home, or he talks lovingly about Bernadette, his pet parrot, the whole night. And there was one guy, I'm sure, who exposed himself to the waitress when we were on a date. But every now and then, I'm not so sure. The date goes okay, but I'm not quite sure that he's worth the effort of me washing my hair for a second date. So I've come up with this approach to figure out if it's worth a second date. I call it the drop off the face of the earth test. And I think about, how would I feel if I never saw the guy again? Would I actually care? And I've realized that this test works really well. In fact, it's so effective, I'm 51 and still single.